What's up, y'all? AJ Simmons here, founder of the Clean Biz Network, and today I want to talk about hiring, because when you first start a company, right, cleaning business, service business in general, you first start off struggling with finding your customers, right? But as you start to grow and you get ready to scale, then you really start to struggle with finding the actual workers to provide the service, right? And so then you get in this little bind where it's like, all right, do I find my customers? Do I get more customers first, or do I get more employees first? And if I don't, if I get employees, well, what if I don't have to work for them? So you kind of get into this little balancing act and you're not sure what to do. So here's my first thing. First thing I want to attack is this. If you're saying, oh, nobody wants to work, I want to go ahead and dispel that myth for you. I know most people don't want to work. I ain't gonna lie. I never want to work, so nobody probably else want to work either, right? But there are people out there who don't mind having a job, right? You might not prefer that because you're an entrepreneur. But there are people out there that don't mind having a job. And what you got to do is you got to get creative. You got to market the same way you push to find customers. You got to push to find workers. So if you just, post it on Facebook, on your personal Facebook page one time, you know what I mean? Or you ask a couple friends and family one time, about if they would work for you, and then you just chalk that up to nobody want to work just because you can find a person to work for you after doing that, then of course you can't find them, right? So let's make sure first that you're actually doing the right thing to find them. So are you posting on Craigslist and all these other hiring websites, ZipRecruiter, Monster, all of these places, right? Are you going to post on Indeed.com, right? Post there. Are you going to the unemployment commission in your area, right? Make sure you go to the unemployment office and see, if you can post a job hiring sign there, right? What about staffing agencies? Are you trying those? Even re-entry programs, like with the inmates getting back out, depending on the type of charges that these people have, they'll be great for the work for you, right? You want to look for people that actually want to work. What about these retired people that just need some extra money? A retired military, right? Some of these guys don't mind getting down and cleaning some buildings. You know what I mean? Cleaning a few houses for some extra money. So make sure that you're actually getting out here and trying and pushing to find these workers that you claim that you're looking for. That's number one. Then also, if you feel like nobody else wants to work, that's another thing. Make sure that you're actually offering the best pay possible. One thing that I always did in order to make sure that I knew that I was offering the best pay was I didn't offer raises. I just paid the most that I can pay from the beginning. Right? Let me repeat that. That probably went over your head. I never offered raises with my cleaners, right? Instead, what I did was I figured out what's the maximum that I can pay out of this building while still staying profitable. And I just offered that. So if I knew if I can get away with $15 an hour, $20 an hour, even 30 on some buildings, right? 50 on some buildings. It all depends. Whatever the most that I can pay somebody else to do the job while still making a profit, I'm going to pay them that from day one. Now, here's the thing. I'm doing that to attract them in, to get them in, and make sure they pay very well, right? But if they don't deliver, they got to go. You know what I mean? So it's like I get them in, offer them the maximum pay from day one. If you want to keep that maximum pay, keep doing maximum work. If you slack off and you don't deliver and you do what we agreed to, then you find somebody else that ain't scared to work, right? As simple as that. So make sure that you actually paying people extremely well. You don't necessarily got to take the route that I like, which is forget raises, just giving them much as you can, right? If you want to, if the only way that my people would get a raise is if the service increase. So if we added on an extra office and now it take a little bit extra time, then now I provide the worker with extra money because they're doing extra stuff. But you get paid for what you do. That's pretty much how I always carried it, right? So that's another little trick that I did was to attract more people is to just simply pay well, right? And then obviously create a nice conducive work environment. Like give them the freedom that they deserve, right? Give them some freedom, tell them what to do and get out of their way. Let people be in control a little bit. Like give them a little bit of freedom and let them see, hey, you know what, actually, I think that if we, clean this building this way, it might go a little bit faster or be a little bit more efficient. So let them take a little pride in their job and get hands-on with it, right? Empower them. You know what I mean? To actually get out there and have a little bit of fun with it, a little bit of creativity, a little bit of ownership over their work, right? And then if none of that still don't work with you finding employees, then guess what? Then you might got to do my automation tactic, which is simply maybe you don't need to offer jobs. Maybe you need to stop looking for employees. Maybe you need to start offering partnership opportunities, right? or apprentice opportunities, depending on however you want to carry it or word it. And so that's the type of stuff I teach in my cleaning business automation program, which I highly recommend that you get if you're interested. It's a free webinar that explains more about it, as well as teaches you basically how to do it. If you go to the top comment in my YouTube video, it's probably going to be there or in the description of the video. Watch that webinar on the cleaning business automation. And then in module 2 of the cleaning business automation course, it really breaks it down and show you how to master the art of hiring subcontractors so that you can really scale that thing as big as you want to scale it to. All right. But that's pretty much it. You know what I mean? If you've done every single thing, you know for a fact you exhausted all avenues for employees, then maybe it's time for you to start finding partners. So if you're interested in learning how to do that, go definitely click that link at the bottom in my comment section and check that out. Get that cleaning business automation program. And other than that, y'all, I'm out of here. AJ Simmons signing off.